Hey guys, it's Angel here and you're watching On Purpose with Angel Brantley. I'm really excited because today is day 2 of the Restoring Value devotion. If you did not catch day 1, I will link it in the description. But before I do any of that, I would like to thank you if you're here. I like to say this every video because honestly it's a reminder to myself that this is work that I'm doing, that people don't have to show up to listen to these videos, and I'm honored if you do. If you subscribe, if you like, comment to any of these videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that I steward the time that you give me well by sharing things that will encourage, motivate, and inspire you to be the very best version of yourself. Now with that being said, I want to talk about day 2. Day 1 of the devotion was admitting to ourselves that we miss these people. Admitting to yourself that you miss someone doesn't mean that you want to be in a relationship again or that you even have to be in a relationship again. I think just being honest with ourselves is important. Not allowing ourselves to shift to say like, oh, that person didn't mean anything, or I don't care anymore. It's not true. You care. At one point they were in your life, and I don't think that at any point you allow somebody in your life just because. If they were a part of your life, you cared about them and they cared about you. Yes, things may have gotten toxic or went wrong, but they were still important to you. So be honest. I miss what we had, what was, and that's okay. Now today, our topic is treasures of friendships. I realized in a lot of things that I was going through as I was writing this devotion, I was healing from a lot of broken relationships. And God was telling me, Angel, there are so many treasures that you collected throughout these friendships, but you've forgotten them because unmet expectations and disappointments have just buried the treasures of the friendship. Today, I really want us to think about, hey, yes, the calls have stopped. We text here and there, or maybe nothing at all. We no longer hang out. But when we were friends, this person was amazing. They were extremely generous, very thoughtful, and yes, maybe they didn't show up for this particular thing, but there are so many other times they showed up for me. Or maybe they are, let's go back to very just generous and very giving. Think about all the times they did certain things for you without you asking, or just because they heard you mention something, they bought that card for you, or they bought that shirt for you, or they prayed for you, whatever. There's so many things that these people have, that person may have done, or even people may have done in the relationship, that now that it's over, they still brought those treasures into your life. It was like, you know what, I'm going through, but I know such and such is going to pray for me. But not only did they bring these treasures, you became a student of some of their actions. So maybe they were good at sending thank you notes, and you watched them over the years and you're like, man, that's so nice. I like to receive these. Maybe I should incorporate this in some type of way in my life. You were a student of their generosity, of their gratitude. And because they showed up in your life in that way, it made you want to show up, and even provoked you to want to show up in the lives of others the same way. Allow yourself to remember, what were things that this person brought to your relationship? What did they bring? What treasures do you still have? It makes me think about when people die. People often will like go get a shirt or jewelry or furniture. It's like, oh, that's from my grandmother, or that's my mom's old flower vase. Those things are treasure to you. That person is gone, but you still have things that remind you of them, that helps you still feel like they're there. So the relationship may be over, but when you tell your story, you may say, someone may say, girl, you are so generous. Like, and you could say, I had a friend. We're not in that season of our lives anymore, but this person was so generous. Or maybe you don't even have to say that, but allow that to be true in your life. Allow yourself to flow from that, from a space of gratitude for what that person brought to your life. Maybe you still have a shirt from that person, or a vase, maybe not, but it's okay to still hold on to the treasures that was developed or brought on throughout that relationship. Today, again, I want you to pray for that person or people. As I mentioned last week, baby, I was an expert at just messing up royally in relationships. And I don't always get it right now, but I really am more intentional on how I go forth and move forth in relationships. I'm also upfront with what I bring to the table and what I cannot do, or I may could do it in this season but not in another. But I have really learned to look at the things that people brought into my life, whether we're friends or we're not. I can say, this person was good here. This person helped me be more intentional in this area of my life. This person prayed for me all the time. It makes me want to pray for them and other people more. So again, like last week, I want you to pray for that person. And then I'm going to put the devotion. I have my phone here like always. I'm going to put this devotion, the treasures of friendship, in the description box. But also today's declaration, I wanted to read it to you. It will say, I will no longer allow disappointments to rob me of the truth about people. Yes, people are flawed, and so am I. These flaws didn't stop Jesus from from going to the cross. And it will not stop me from loving people as he has commanded me to do. I think that is beautiful, guys. Yes, people are flawed. So are you. So am I. But we are still commanded to love them. We're still commanded to value who they are. I hope that today, I keep saying, I don't want to say hope. I have hope in God. But I am believing that the work that God has called me to is what you need in this season. It may not be for everybody, but I've settled in myself that if I'm doing it for the one, that is enough. And so, hey, if you're here and this is touching you, I want to say I love you, and I'm so proud of you that you're doing the work that God is calling you to do in this season. Keep up the good work, my friend. Thanks for watching, you guys. I love you so much. Bye.